Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Let's get into the best bets for Monday, April 7th. I'll give you guys the rundown of the MLB card today. Let's get into it. We are going to not run the board in its entirety. I'm just going to highlight a few games. We have a little smaller slate. Talk about a few of them, some of the great pitching matchups we have today. Give you my best bets and then get you on your way. So if you haven't done so already, welcome to the channel. Subscribe right down below. Smash that like button and let's get into the plays, okay? To do this, we will use Outlier, all right? And this is where we're going to look into the first game of note. This will be the Dodgers and the Nationals, okay? Now, this number has jumped a substantial amount. I just wanted to say this is one where I would most likely be playing the Dodgers on the run line after a loss, especially going against a Nationals team. But this is one where you needed to bet it early. We did see a huge money line jump from this. This is where you could have found the Dodgers a little bit under minus 160. Now you have to lay $1.76 there on the money line. Best number out on FanDuel. As we do get May back in action for the Dodgers. Almost want to take that minus 1.5, but when we look at Mackenzie Gore, this is something where he has been kind of doing a fair job for the Nationals, but I just don't trust their lineup. I really want to play the Dodgers coming off of a loss. I don't trust it, quite frankly, at minus 1.5. And outside of that, guys, $1.76 is a little too high. So if we were a little bit early to the party, could have jumped on that Dodgers money line, but we're going to stay away from this one. Okay, next game that we're going to look at is the Blue Jays and Red Sox. The Red Sox have been smashing the ball. Okay, this is a game where we're going to go over the total of 9. Okay, plus 105 over 9. I like this bet quite a bit, not only because of the pitching matchup that we do get on both sides, but we're in Fenway. The Red Sox, Rafi Devers has been hitting the ball exceedingly well, and a little payday there for my man Vladdy. So congrats to him on that contract. I love it when they stay with the hometown teams, but I think this one we do get a little bit of a explosion here in this spot. So that's kind of where I'm going to lay the plus 105 there, as you can see it on your screen, with the over 9 in the Blue Jays Red Sox as my first official play. Marlins Mets, going to stay away from this one. No pitcher yet for the Marlins. Very hard to handicap that game. And as the Metropolitans roll out Cody Senga. Also, we do get Justin Steele going against Nate Eovaldi for the Rangers-Cubs game. You can see that right on your screen as a pick'em. I lean the Rangers. We'll see what happens. This is kind of a fishy number, plus 110. That's why I'm staying away from it. The Rangers on the road, Cubs off a loss. You saw kind of what the Padres were able to run back into the equation yesterday and covering that money line ticket we had, but I think the Rangers are the right side. It's just a fishy number why they're not more of a favorite here as they go into Wrigley. Okay, Baltimore and Arizona. That's going to be a tough one to handicap. We got a great matchup between Zach Eflin and Zach Gallen, and I think that when you look at the kind of what we have going on between the battle of the Zacks, it could go either way. I think this one potentially could get up above the total, higher scoring if you want to, quite frankly, ask my opinion. And that's kind of how I view it. So that's kind of how I stand in this spot, okay? Next game that I do want to talk about is where we see the Twins and the Royals. Full disclosure, guys, I'm more so inclined to play totals on this Monday. That's kind of what's jumping out off the page at me, okay? Also, this is where we're going to look into kind of what's going on within a lot of these totals, because I think that on Mondays you could get some sleepwalkers as well, and that's kind of how we're handicapping this, okay? So if we look at that Kansas City-Baltimore game, this is one where I definitely would think that we would go over. Baltimore-Arizona potentially over. Houston and Seattle. This is a game that we are going to attack in terms of the under. Okay, we're going to take the under 7 in Houston and Seattle. This is another plus 105 ticket. Okay, so you can notice what I'm doing here. We're getting some plus money on these picks instead of taking the half runs, because these are games that I all could see going into that 2-1, 3-0 kind of game. All right. The only thing about this one is I worry a little about the Astros. I know a lot of people are down on them, but I just worry about them breaking out. Plus 140 Astros money line is very attractive, and that's just kind of how I feel about it in this spot. But I will go under Houston and Seattle at plus 105, okay? The next game that I do want to talk about is something very similar. This is where we look at the under in Cincinnati and San Fran. Okay, this won't be what we call the plus 105 market, but we do get Hunter Green going against Logan Webb. We're going to play this one under 7 at minus 120. Okay, I wish this game was played in Cincinnati. However, I'm looking for a very strong performance by Hunter Green to follow up his loss, where I think he was 2 hits, gave 1 run, and the Reds continue to not hit the baseball. The only thing I worry about is that you almost want to go first 7 in this game, but the game really does kind of stand out to me because what we see is this Giants-Reds game having Logan Webb kind of coming off a bad performance where he still got the win. I just think that there's something to be said about, this game could be a contrarian overplay, but with the pitching matchups and kind of the way this one's set up for the Giants here, it's really hard for me not to go under. And I think the odds makers agree with me as we see the majority of the handle jumping in on that under as well. So another under we're going to take within Cincy and San Fran minus 120. Okay, and then probably my favorite bet of the day, if not my best bet. This is probably a multi-unit play for me. Where we talk about the San Diego Padres going into the Sacramento Athletics, taking on Luis Severino with Michael King. Not sure if I'm going to get a little risky with a same game parlay, some kind of way to get the Padres juicier going against the Athletics. Severino, decent first outing, but I think this is where we lend to, okay, the Padres score runs, right? We'll look at some of their runs, their runs per, their batting average, their everything just lines up for this game to be an absolute demolishing over, okay? And the number will climb, but it's kind of fishy because it's still stuck at 8.5 with no juice to the over, and that's kind of where it really does set up for this one to be an offensive explosion, and they're playing at a minor league park that the ball absolutely jumps out of. For me, guys, this doesn't really matter. I think the safest way to play it is that I can bet the Padres to score 5 runs. If you do want to take the over 8.5 implied, that means that the Padres win 5-4, 6-4, something like that, 6-3. If you do want to take the over 8.5, if you trust the Athletics to score 3-4 runs against Michael King, or if you think the Padres just come out with it with an 8-9 run performance, which I do think they're capable of. I think this one could get double digits, okay? But I think the safest way to play it is Padres team total going over 4.5, which they've done on numerous occasions, and even potentially even taking Padres money line, parlaying that with the over 3.5 runs for a little safer odds there in the spot is probably what I might end up doing with multi-units, because I do think that the Athletics have been sneaky. They're 4-6 on the season. Severino's been serviceable. Looks to be the part. But Michael King going for the Padres, I just see some offense. So let's go with the over. And I shared a lot of ways to do it, but the over team total for the Padres will be the official play on the channel. If you want to lower that a little bit and add the Padres money line, that's probably another great way to do that as well. So appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching. Those are my best bets. Just to recap, if you haven't done so already, though, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, join us on the channel. But we're going under with Cincy San Fran 7, under the Seattle game, under 7 for that one, plus 105. It was minus 120 for Cincy San Fran, and Blue Jays Boston. We're going over 9 in that spot. So 4 best bets, actually. So that's kind of what we have going on. Good luck tonight, and enjoy the final game in college basketball as we have the national championship game going on between Houston and Florida. And we'll see you guys all in the next video. Cheers.